Good afternoon, everyone. For those of you who I haven't had the pleasure of meeting, my name is Jovan Dudley, and I'm a P1 student. I'm originally from New Orleans, Louisiana, but I've lived in Texas on and off for the past 12 years. Since childhood, I've always had a passion for science, and at one point I even thought about being a medical doctor. With that passion and that fascination that I have with science, that led me to choose chemistry as a major in undergrad. And so I eventually graduated from LSU in 2012 with a degree in biochem. But I knew at that point I didn't want to stop there. I wanted to do something more. So I decided not to go to grad school, but instead I wanted to embark upon a profession where I could have an impact in the community. So I decided to go back to pharmacy school after working as a medication adherence specialist with CVS. And in that role, my main responsibility was to call patients and basically act as that empathetic voice of concern. You know, I see that you're past due for a refill on your medication and you haven't had it filled in a while. I was just calling to see how that medication's been working for you. Essentially trying to break down the barriers that might stand between that patient and their treatment. You know, maybe the medication is too expensive, and in that case, my next responsibility would be to call the doctor and suggest that they prescribe an alternative, just to try to steer that patient back into being adherent. One of the greatest things that attracted me to SNAFA was that patient care aspect. The fact that our members worked extensively to come up with ways to better serve the community through educational events and health fairs, demonstrations, and even setting up the mock interviews for us as student pharmacists to better prepare us. As a new member of SNAFA, I've had the opportunity to work with Omega House, where I've gotten to talk and interact with patients in hospice and learn more about HIV and AIDS medications, and even get more insight into palliative care. Looking forward, I am honored to be representing SNAFA as in the Mr. Pharmacy pageant and participating with the health transplant, the kidney transplant, shadowing, and also volunteering with homeschooling. But the biggest reward that I've had out of SNAFA so far, without a doubt, has to be attending the regional conference in Sacramento. And it's something that was reiterated repeatedly throughout that conference by all the chapters, and it's something that really resonated with me. And it was the statement, one mission, no barriers. And as I came home all last week and I was thinking about it, and that statement kept replaying in my mind, and I was just thinking, there should be no barriers to healthcare. A patient should not be forced to deal with the challenging complications of their condition on their own just because they can't afford or they don't have access to healthcare. So as your vice president, I plan to channel my passion and energy for patient adherence and patient care into making this chapter, enhancing this chapter's commitment to serving the community. I plan to also continue the tradition of bringing in great guest speakers, many of which are UH alumni, to come in and share their experiences and give us insight into the different aspects of pharmacy. And working closely with the other members of the exec team, I want to diligently fulfill the duties of this role, such as managing each event's initiatives and managing the reporting of each initiative's events in a timely manner, and also making sure that the documents are appropriate for submission to the national board, and also getting immersed in the different initiatives that SNAFA has to offer. The fact that we have so many unique initiatives that are unique to SNAFA is something that I definitely want to get involved in. And in conclusion, I would be honored if I was your vice president for next year. Thank you.
A vice president is the president's right-hand man and also supports the rest of the organization. How will you manage your team and improve upon SNAFA while not neglecting your individual duties?
I would be fully committed to SNAFA and all the duties that are responsible of me, but I consider myself to be very good with time management. So I would prioritize and with the duties that I have to do for SNAFA and also for the duties for myself. So I would try to manage my time as well as possible.